All right, salve, Emily. All right, so basically, here's the stuff that you missed. If you go to Google Classroom, I'm just going to show you how to get to the presentation again. You'll go to the announcement, click on the courses for the week, and after that comes up, you're going to go ahead and you're going to zoom in a little bit so you can see what you're doing. And then you've already started a note page, so just open up that note page again. And then you're going to click on the Clowey's presentation so that you can basically pick up where we left off. I'm going to kind of take you through things. I'm sure that you remember some of this, but I figured just a real quick run through wouldn't be a bad thing. So feel free to fast forward if you need to. Okay, so we started talking about the nominative and accusative cases and the first declension. So we basically talked about that how to read a sentence in English, English utilizes word order, whereas Latin nouns are going to use something a little different called case. And I don't know why that's not showing up. But anyway, it should say case right there. Latin nouns can show three things. They are case, number, gender. Sorry, this is all messed up. So basically, case, number, and gender down here. Number is if a word is singular or plural, and gender is if a word is masculine, feminine, or neuter. Case is how a word is being used in a sentence, and I'm pretty sure you were here for that part. So let's go past that. We talked about the different cases, nominative, genitive, dative, accusative, ablative, and vocative. You basically just need to start memorizing these names because you're going to be seeing them all over the place. This is a nice little acronym to help you remember them. Okay, so the two cases. The nominative case identifies the subject and something called the predicates. The subject is who the sentence is about. And again, sorry the fonts are all weird and funky. I don't know what's doing. So anyway, in the sentence, William is reading. William is the subject then. And in the sentence, Mars amat, in Latin, Mars loves. Mars is the subject. So on the other hand, the predicate is something that completes the meaning of the verb. So William is something that completes the meaning of the word to be. Here, I'm just going to exit the presentation and show you on my screen because it's not all messed up like this. So the predicate is something that completes the meaning of the verb to be. So William is a student. Student is the predicate because William is your subject and it's completing the verb to be, which is. So student is the predicate. Mars est deus, Mars is a god. God is the predicate because this is est. So Mars is what? Mars is a god. So basically, if it answers the question of what, it's a predicate. All right, and we can talk more about that tomorrow if it's not clear. We're going to be doing a lot of sentences in practice, so that should help. The accusative case, though, identifies the direct object. The direct object receives the action of the verb. So I'm writing a letter. Letter is the direct object because I'm writing what? I'm writing a letter. I'm the subject. I'm doing the verb of writing, and the letter is what I'm writing. So if I take this to Latin, Mars ream Silviam amat, Mars loves rea Silvia. Rea Silviam is the accusative case and is the direct object because Mars is loving her. Okay, so we'll be looking at sentences again, so that should hopefully help tomorrow. How do you tell a word's case? Well, you have to look at its genitive case, which is also the second principal part. And don't worry, that's a big, scary kind of definition that you'll get used to, and you just need to see a lot of this to help you understand. So as we go, a declension is a group of nouns that show a certain pattern of word endings. So when we get to the next screen, you'll see the word endings, and that's the declension. There are 5 declensions. You tell a word's declension by looking at its second principal part, which is the genitive singular, and I'll show you that on the next screen as well. The principal parts are the nominative and singular forms, respectively. So just get this part filled in, and here's where it's going to make sense. So this is basically the first declension. You have all your cases that we named. The top portion is singular. The bottom portion is plural. So your endings are I, arm, is, as, ease, I. And we sang these today to the tune of Frere Rajaka. You'll get to sing them lots and lots tomorrow. So I have a Latin word, the Latin word lupa, lupi. The first form that's given to you in the dictionary is the nominative singular form. So notice that A ending, so that's nominative. Lupi is the second form given to you, and that's the genitive singular. When you look at a word in the dictionary, the first two principal parts are always nominative singular and genitive singular. So you look at the genitive singular, because there's an AE on the end, that makes it a part of the first declension, meaning it will decline in this way. Okay, so it declines this way. And then based on your cases, you have a set of translations. We haven't talked about any of the other cases other than nominative or accusative yet, so you don't quite know how to use the other ones, but that's fine. We'll be talking about that soon. So basically, you take lupi, drop the AE, and your stem is loop. So you use loop and attach the AE. Loop, attach AM. Loop, attach loop, attach etc. So on the next page of your notes, there's the word aqua. I want you to pause the video here, and I want you to try to do aqua. And then when you're ready, start it back up. Okay. So looking at aqua, basically here are your answers. I want you to take a look at them, see how you did. On mine, I said waters for the plural, just to emphasize that it's plural. However, I mean, obviously water is singular and plural, so you don't have to call it waters or anything like that. It, again, was just to emphasize the plural. Okay, the only other piece that I think you're missing has to do with the homework. The homework is going to be on a site called kia.com. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to go on to kia.com. You're going to have to create a login. If it gives you the option to set it up through a certain way, like through Google Plus or through Facebook, set it up through your school email. You will have to attach an email to it. Make sure it's your school one, just so that if there's any problems, we can get them taken care of that way. And then after that, you're going to look off to the left of your screen, and you'll find a Join the Class option. This is the class code. So once you join the class, you will basically be taken in, and there will be basically a link for the class website. You want to, sorry, not class website, class web page. So you're going to click on class web page, and that will take you to the things that I assigned you for this evening. And that basically catches you up. When we're going through stuff tomorrow, make sure if you have any questions that you ask them, and I will do my best to answer. The only other thing to do tonight would be to practice some of your vocab on Quizlet if you have time. All right, hope this helps. Feel free to email me if you have any questions, and I will do my best to get back to you. All right, hope the rest of your day was good, and wale!